Okay, now we're going to talk about doing square corners in the ranch riding. Square corners are something that come up in a lot of ranch riding patterns and that we have to perform quite a bit, be it at the walk, the trot, or the lope. So it's something really important to address with your horse if you plan on doing the ranch riding. It's also a great exercise to focus on for your reining horse to kind of freshen up the steering, because essentially that's what square corners are all about. Is your horse guiding and steering appropriately? Are they honoring the neck rein? And are they willingly guided? So we're just going to talk a little bit about what we do in our program for horses to do a square corner, and hopefully it'll help you guys. I'm just going to start out by doing it right here at the walk. Nothing too fancy, but we just want to make sure basically that horse is listening to our neck rein. So right there you see that horse's shoulder and his body steer to his right off my left neck rein. What I don't particularly like is I don't see that horse lead with his nose, and I find that the best way to make a square corner is for a horse to look with his nose or his eye to the inside or to that direction first. So we're gonna neck rein him, and then we're gonna ask for his nose to come over first if he doesn't do that. Okay, and we feel like once we get that happening, then that horse is much more likely to square up with his shoulders, because what I find is that the head ends up being like the locomotive of the train, and the rest of the body are the train cars or the caboose, but they always follow the locomotive. Another analogy is the snake. The head of the snake goes first and the rest of the body follows. So we want to make sure that that horse is looking the direction that we want to turn or make that square corner. Right there you see this horse is a little more comfortable going to his left, so the first thing he does when I neck rein him to the left is put his nose in there, and then the body tends to follow. Now right there he wasn't as good as I would have liked, so I'm just going to kind of gently remind him, and I do that just by lifting straight up on that direct rein just to make sure. But we're going to go straight, have him turn that corner. I liked the way that felt. Go straight, turn that corner. Okay, now we'll try it going back to our right, which is the way he's not as comfortable. Straight. Right there, his shoulder and his body kind of went, but again, he kind of reverted back to his natural tendency, which was to look the wrong direction. So we're going to work this right side a little bit more. Okay, right there, we're going to correct him. Neck rein, there, he looks in there, and the body follows a little better. Try that again. Not as good, but still acceptable. Straight, neck rein. Okay, I'd like to see him do that a little bit better, so we're going to try to work on it just a hair more. Right there you can see he still wants to look to the outside right there. So we're going to go ahead and just be a little proactive instead of reactive this time, and we're going to get after it right away and make sure that he really looks away from that outside neck rein, and then his shoulders will follow. Now occasionally you'll get a horse that wants to overbend one direction, and maybe they will put their head that direction, but the rest of the body floats to the outside. Okay, now when that happens, that tends to be a body control issue. So what we end up doing a lot in that situation is using that outside leg to kind of tell the body to continue to follow the head. So in other words, you want to use your leg to tell the body, hey, stay in there and track where that head is going. So let's just say, for example, that this horse is neck reining good to the inside, and his head's going the direction we want it to go, but the rib cage and the hip and everything else is going to the outside instead of following the head to the inside. Okay, so what we will do there is we'll put that outside leg on and move that body back in there. So neck rein, okay, and then use our leg to follow up and push that horse over there. Neck rein, use that leg, push that horse over there. Okay, and if we do that enough, then we're going to get the desired result, hopefully. We'll try it now at the trot a little bit, and then we'll do it once or twice at the lope. So same principle applies no matter what gait you're in. Okay, and we want to make sure we can track straight. Right now this horse's body parts should all be in alignment from nose to tail. Everything should be going straight. Okay, we're going to ask him to steer, do a hard right there. Okay, that wasn't bad. I think he can do it better, but we're going to go ahead and let that be okay for now, and then we're going to try it again. Okay, right there he was looking towards that open gate down there. Okay, I didn't have his attention, he didn't give me what I wanted, so I go to my direct rein a little bit more and try to get him back in there. Straight line, hard right, straight line, square corner, straight line, Okay, so it's not perfect, but I like the way that feels a little bit better, okay? He's paying attention to me and he's wanting to guide over there willingly for the most part. We still got a little work to do on that to clean it up and to get it consistent for the show pen, but I can live with that for today. Now we're gonna go work the left side, which is his more comfortable way, and we anticipate that this will be equally as easy for him, but we want to make sure we test it out. So I don't really have a plan for where I'm going. I'm letting this horse dictate what we do right now. So we're going to go in a straight line, steer to the left. A little bit delayed reaction, but he did it. Straight line, steer to the left. That was a little better. Straight line. Right there, I don't think he really steered in there as well as he could have. So this time I'm going to ask him, if I don't get what I want, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to steer him hard with my rein hand around, and we're going to make him turn a little bit until I feel him get off that outside rein, that right rein in this case, okay? When I feel him move away laterally from that to his left, then we're going to release our rein hand and we're going to relax and let him go back to that straight line again, okay? There we go. I like that a lot better. He took the opportunity to do it correctly. Maybe had to guide him over there a little bit more than what I wanted, but it was still acceptable. I could live with that, okay? Ideally, I want to just move my hand over 2 or 3 inches at the most to either side of the crest of his neck or of his mane there, okay? If I have to do too much more than that, then I feel like I'm having to do more than what I should, okay? So really, you know, any event that you're showing in that requires a pattern, whether it's reining or ranch riding, you know, the easier you can make it look, the smoother you can make it look, the more the judges are going to want to reward you. So if you're way up here and you're really having to, you know, kind of muscle your horse around to get him to guide, that's not ideal, okay? So what we want to do is we come out here and we work on this steering exercise a little bit, okay? And we just want to lay that rein across their neck first and see what happens, okay? There, he did a good job of looking in there and steering, okay? And you'll see as the more we continue to do this, the more this horse drops his neck a little bit, okay? He's just relaxing. I'm not making him put his neck and head down there. It doesn't bother me that he does. I want him to do it where he's comfortable, okay? But I'm certainly not forcing him to, okay? And if he wanted to pick it up a little bit, that's fine too, just as long as he's steering, okay? And he's honoring that outside rein. So left rein would be the outside rein in this case, okay? We're gonna guide around and then we're gonna go straight. And then we're gonna guide and we're going to go straight, okay? And we're making 90-degree angles at this point, okay? Guide to our left, go straight. Now he's really starting to get good and feel good to me about it, okay? Guide and go straight. Guide and go straight, okay. We're going to let him rest there because I thought that that was really good both to his left and right for where he's at in his training process right now. So we're going to go ahead and reward him by letting him stand here, and we'll pet on him a little bit, okay? But basically that's kind of the exercise that we use. We'll go ahead and do it again at the Lope just so that you guys can see it once or twice at the Lope. But essentially everything with square corners is about steering, is about guiding, it's about control, it's about body position and making sure that that horse honors your hand and the neck rein. We'll go ahead and lope a little bit. We'll do it on the right lead. Okay, same concept. I don't really necessarily have a plan where I'm going. We're just going to kind of lope around, find a line to go straight on for a couple strides, and then I'm going to steer. Now right here, this horse doesn't want to steer good. I can already feel him resisting me, okay? So we're just going to go ahead and wind him down into a little turn, okay? And when I feel him get off that rein, okay, that left rein, which he's kind of bracing against right now, then I'm going to let him relax, okay? We'll quit putting the pressure on him as soon as we feel that release, okay? And then we're just going to go back, pick up our right lead, and we're going to go right back to our square corner exercise, okay? Straight line. There, now he steers over. So, you know, applying that little turn or spin exercise and making him, you know, respect that outside rein really worked, okay? Wasn't as good there, I think mostly because he sees that open gate down there, okay? He's thinking about what's going on outside or back at the barn, okay? So going this other direction, he feels pretty good to me. So we're gonna go ahead and dare him to make a mistake. We're gonna go towards this end where he's not wanting to be as good, and we're gonna steer him over there. Not too bad actually, okay? So he's being a team player right now, okay? Steers good that way. right there, maybe wanted to drop his shoulder just a little bit more than what I would have preferred. Okay, when that starts happening, you know, we're gonna maybe pick our hand up or go to two hands and kind of stand that shoulder up just a little bit, get that chin over his knee just a hair, and there he feels good to me. Whoa. Okay, we'll do it one time on the left lead, and then hopefully we'll be able to quit. Go ahead and pick up the left lead here. Again, I don't really care where his head goes as long as he's listening to my hand, okay? This is his more natural way of going this direction. He's a little bit of a left-handed horse, so to speak. So we expect him to be pretty good going this way, okay? This comes into play in the ranch riding a lot. You know, you have to do some tight turns or, you know, square corners going around the end to come across on a diagonal. Okay, now right there, that horse, I neck reined him, the head went to the inside, but the rest of the body kind of wanted to be out here to his right, okay? That's not ideal. We want him to steer in there a little bit more. There he did it. So as soon as he honors that outside rein, the right rein in this situation, then we're gonna put our hand back down in the middle, okay? We're gonna go try it again. Straight line, steer over just a little bit, not perfect, but not bad. Steer over just a little bit, not perfect, but not bad. There we go, I like that one, whoa. So we're gonna let him stop there and kind of relax, catch his breath. Okay, think about that and just give it a chance to kind of soak in. So that's pretty much the idea behind the square corners, and you know, making sure that you have some nice, crisp, clean lines is always important, and it gives a lot of eye appeal to the judges and makes them want to mark you a little better when you're in the show pen.